Top of the morning, my friends. How's everybody doing? I know I'm catching you guys off guard. It's a little bit earlier today. I'll wait for some of you to tag along. If you're just now joining us, though, we're going to start off with our early morning routine, which is feeding the birds. So we have our Niger feeder that needs to be filled. Same thing with the hummingbird feeder. Same thing with the traditional larger seed bird feeder. Top of the morning, you guys. My name is Chuck the Sandman Collins. Welcome to Together We Grow Sustainable Gardening Systems. I know it's super early, right? Hey, you, number one, first one to show up. Please inbox me, email me, message me, whatever it may be, your name and your address. And we are going to get you some cool Together We Grow merch. You are awesome, my friend. Thank you for checking out and just signing up and just checking us out so early. So I'm going to be in and out of the house for you guys that are just chiming in. So I'll give us time, a little bit of time to get together. But today we're going to be changing out the bird feeders. We're going to be removing some plants from the larger Navajo grow bed, and we are going to be planting some zinnias. And zinnias are beautiful. Zinnias are an incredible annual plant. They're small. They take up very little water. They take up very little space, but they bring an incredible pop of color to your gardens. So primarily what we're going to be focusing on for this growing season is how to get your most out of your gardens, be it visually, be it edibly, be it health-wise. We want you to get the most out of your garden by using the least amount of effort and the least amount of space. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go get that hummingbird food, but I'll let you enjoy the view. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Tucson, Arizona, southwestern American desert, on U.S. American deserts. There's the hawk right there. It just landed in the nesting tree. So guys, at any given time, even while I run in here real quick, at any given time, don't be surprised if you see the hummingbirds come up to the screen or if you actually see Cooper's hawks land on this fountain or land on the garden. I'll be right back, guys. That hum that you hear in the background, that is the countertop compost-like machine. I'm not going to call it compost because it doesn't use the biosystem to break down the food waste. But it's not just dehydration. It's actually a 5-step system that breaks that stuff down. And that's all we actually feed the plants in all of our traditional gardens. That's all we feed them. We don't use any Miracle-Gro. We don't use any of that mess. So the first thing we're going to do, and I want to remind you guys, whenever you're handling bird feeders, matter of fact, I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 more second. I'm going to go get my gloves. There's the Cooper's hawk right there. Give me a second. In case you guys, I hope you believe me. If you don't, let me show you something. Okay. There he is. Right there on top of the telephone pole. And that's not going to be the only one. They're going to be coming in and out all day. But he's actually, and I lie to you not, I kid you not, he's actually watching me right now. That's what they're doing. So they enjoy the show right along with us. I am back, guys. But I'm going to get my gloves. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to get my gloves because when you're handling bird feeders, always protect your hands and always wash your hands. Zoonovirus, I think that's called the term, but there are diseases that can easily be transferred from birds to humans, from humans to birds, and we want to prevent that, and a little cleanliness goes a long way. So let me go get my gloves. I'll be right back. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. If you are in the Southwest desert, we are expecting extreme heat today, mid to upper 90s maybe. So if you are out in the garden, please get out there early. Always wear your gloves. I told you guys, always wear your gloves. If you are going to be out there gardening, try to get out there early, get your gardening stuff done early. Also, let me check the messages because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. And if there's anything wrong with my audio or video, please let me know and I will immediately make the changes. So, hummingbirds. We like to attract the hummingbirds to the yard. Number one, they're beautiful birds. They're absolutely amazing. And they're great pollinators. They're great pollinators. Same thing with the bees, same thing with the butterflies. Now get rid of that excess out of there. As a matter of fact, give me a second, guys. I'm actually going to get the garden hose because I'm going to rinse that out a little bit too. Birds like clean eating facilities, just like people. No different. And I've learned that if the birds are aware that you keep, basically, if you got a clean house, they'll keep coming. And they'll protect it. And they'll defend it. They really will. So be nice to the birds, man. Be nice to the birds. Simple rinse like that. And I'm not going to rinse, when I do the bird feeders, I'm not going to rinse them into a container or into a reservoir because there is the sugar residue. And I kind of want to get rid of that. I don't want to just put it on the ground because ants. So you want to clean it. You do not have to fill this all the way up because you kind of want the birds to keep coming back. So give them enough to keep them wanting more. But it is getting a little hot out here, and the flowering flowers are starting to be fewer and far in between. So I do give them enough to eat. Oddly enough, in the desert, little added side note, once the sun sets and the hummingbirds and the bees go to sleep, the bats come out. And it is a sight to behold. I'm talking about dozens and dozens and dozens of bats back and forth through the hummingbird feeders. Like I said, guys, I'm not exaggerating. It really is a sight to behold. We're going to sit up and take our hose, and we're just going to set this here because we're actually going to do some watering before we transplant those zinnias. We're going to soften the soil up a little bit because it's going to be easier to put those newer plants in there. Also, the plants love that aggregated soil. They love that disturbed soil. If you guys go through the pictures that we've been taking, pardon me, take these off now. If you guys go through the pictures we've been taking day by day of the raised grow bed systems, you'll notice the extreme growth in these plants every single day, day after day, tremendous growth in every plant that you see in these systems. And it has a lot to do with what we're feeding them, but also has a lot to do with plant placement. We talked about that before. Our gardens are situated, oriented east-west, west-east, because primarily that's the path that the sun follows. That's the path that the sun follows. So if you notice, plants in nature will actually do that same thing. During the time of the year, depending on what time of the year is, if it's during the summer months when the sun's high, you see those plants pointing straight up. It really is a cool thing, a part of science, guys, just watching these plants be natural just the way they are. But as we get into the fall and the winter months, you'll notice that those plants, as the sun's lower towards the horizon, the plants reach out towards this way. And how cool is that? How cool is that? Okay, so for all you guys that are checking in, that you are stopping by, thank you. My name is Chuck the Sandman Collins, and we are getting set up for our morning routine. We are in the Tucson Southwestern Desert, and we are expecting a scorcher today. So if you are in the Southwestern Desert, please get outside, get your gardening done early, and if at all possible, stay hydrated. Keep water on the side, keep a bottle on the side, stay close, stay safe, my friends. Just stay safe. So we got our hummingbird feeder done. It's all set back up. You actually see hummingbirds showing up while I'm talking to you guys. Let me tell this guy to start following me again. There we go. So I'm going to go inside and I'm going to get the Niger seed and I'm going to get the traditional bird seed. The idea is, usually I would have this done a little bit earlier, but I wanted good sunlight and good light behind me. The idea is to build up a pleasant environment for all of the wildlife. So let me give you guys an example. You notice there's a brick wall behind me, right? Come over here. There's a brick wall right here. There's a brick wall on the other side. Obviously, the house is in front of me. So we're well protected from any serious critters or creatures that I wouldn't want in my yard. We're well protected. So we don't have to worry about that. So that gives us the ability or the opportunity to make a pleasant environment here. Oh, he's flying the opposite way. But to make a pleasant environment for all of the desert wildlife creatures. We want them to come to the yard. We seriously do. We don't have to worry about coyotes or anything of that nature. Well, I can't say that. We haven't seen them in the backyard. I've seen everything in the front yard. I've seen mountain lion. I've seen bobcat. um, crap, you name coyote, you name it, javelina, tons of them. If you guys get a chance, go through my videos on YouTube. You'd be shocked at some of the wildlife that walks right past our front door. But that's part of living in the desert. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go get that bird seed. We're going to fill up these 2 bird feeders, and then we are going to get to planting and transplanting some of those zinnias in our garden. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll be right back. So I know some of you folks in those colder climates, I know you're chewing at the bit. You can't wait for your gardening seasons to get to going. And I really do appreciate all of the compliments. You guys are like, Chuck, the gardens look great. The gardens look amazing. But I got to tell you guys, ours grow a lot slower than yours do, because we are in such income. We're in a desert, man. So when you guys get started, it's like 4 weeks after you plant something, it's gigantic. It's gigantic. And that same process could take us 8 to 12 weeks out in the desert. So I know the saying is the grass is always greener. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you just got to be a little bit patient. Your growing season will come. But until then, enjoy the world of gardening vicariously through us. We have more than enough fun to go around, my friends. When it comes to hummingbird food, do yourself a favor. And I always encourage folks, try to get the hummingbirds to come to your house, try to attract them to your yard and your property, but save yourself some money. Go out there, no expensive sugar, no super duper sugar, nothing elite, nothing organic, just normal, regular granulated sugar. Buy yourself a bag of sugar. It's 3 parts water. It's 1 part sugar. Put it in a container, shake it, and it will attract more hummingbirds than anything that you will ever find in Walmart or on a store or on a shelf. Make your own hummingbird food. For one, it's healthier for the hummingbirds. For 2, that red stuff in the bottle is poison, so stop poisoning birds. They don't need that food coloring. So let's take a look at our traditional feeder. We are all set. Nothing expensive. Basically just something for the birds to do when they're hanging out, and they can't really touch the seed that's in the Niger feeder because it's built specifically for the smaller songbirds. But I don't want to leave the other birds hanging. And then after a while, you'll notice that the birds are working in cooperation and in conjunction with each other. Like the little birds will go up there and they'll swing from it. And by that swinging motion, they'll actually knock seeds off of it. The seeds that fall of it are devoured by the larger birds that are usually resting on the ground. It's things like that that I wouldn't notice until I sat back. I actually took some time and I just watched. And I enjoyed the show that nature puts on every single day. So that's the traditional seeds. I mean, that's the normal bird seed. Let's go to the Niger seed, which I did this out of order because I shouldn't have taken these off yet. I know, guys, don't judge me. So I know we got on extra early today, and I do apologize for that. So we started extra early today. I know, this is a mess all over the place, right? So I apologize if I caught you guys off guard. I do want to tell you for future reference, though. For future reference, and Rose figured this out, my usual time for going live, and I want to get your guys' opinion on this as well, because your opinion is helping. Your opinion, your advice, and your recommendations are helping build this channel. You guys see that hummingbird right next to me? There he is. That's Anna's hummingbird. But I can't thank you guys enough for just even taking the time and hanging out. I don't give a damn. I don't give a darn if it's 1 of you, if it's 50 of you, if it's 500 of you. Every moment matters to me because there's other stuff you could be doing. And I know that. And I'm humbled that you choose to take this time and spend it with me. I'm humbled that you take the time to give me advice. I'm humbled that you take the time to give me all of these awesome and amazing recommendations. You guys are really making this something special, and you're changing this old guy's life. I suffer from severe PTSD, and a lot of times it's hard for me to even get up and just to be active socially. And between you guys, This is some of the best therapy I've ever had in my life. So God bless you all. I ain't gonna get all mushy on you. Sorry about that. I prefer my preferred means of communicating with you guys, honestly, is YouTube Live. I love doing this. I love doing this like this. I love the interaction. We're only getting better every single day. For you guys that have been with us from day one, you witnessed it. While I'm talking to you, I can still be working. Let's get this niger seed going. But it's getting better day by day, and I appreciate that. If you guys get a chance, and Mike is going to kill me again. Pardon, I got to stop saying that word. Mike is going to get me again. But I want to, it's crap. His name is Mike Van Duzy. He's a very dear friend of mine, and he's one of the most amazing gardeners on this planet. And I can't stress this enough when I say things like this. There's him, there's Brian Lowell, another one. These guys have probably forgotten more about gardening than I'll ever learn. There's Brooke Sanders, huge mentor, huge, just mentor, just huge impact in my life. These are the folks who, like I said, suffering from the severe PTSD, when I was afraid to talk to people, they made it a lot easier. And that's why I coined the phrase, gardening is community, because it brought out a better side of me. And I don't know, man, especially in this day and age, it's a lot easier for us to just shut ourselves down and just compartmentalize ourselves from everything else around us. And I can't do that, man. Gardening is fun. Without gardening, I wouldn't be hanging with you right now, would I? Nope. There'd be no fun. We would not be having no fun. How much fun would we be having right now? None. Zero fun. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me put these seeds in the house. I'll be right back. As promised, I didn't take that long. So let me get these gloves off. We're going to be transplanting these zenyas soon, all right? Let me show you what we're working with here. Nothing special. Well, yeah, pardon me, I got to take that back. Every plant is something special. But didn't break the bank buying these. This is $3.98 for a small tray, and this is 6 plants. So we got 12 plants. But look at that beautiful color. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? How gorgeous are these colors, man? Look at that. So what we're going to do, we have 12 zinnia. We have 2 grow beds. Right now, we're going, and I wish there was a way that I could figure out how to do this with you amazing folks there. I really want to take a zinnia out of the pack, and I want you guys to tell me where you think I should plant it. Where do you think a pop of color is needed in a garden? Where would you say you'd like to see a punch of pink, or some passionate purple, or some ravenous reds? Where do you guys want to see it in the gardens? Where do you guys want to see it in the grow beds? I have some ideas, but I will be the first one to tell you, I am not a good artist. So when it comes to using the stroke of the brush and putting colors in the right place, I'm not very good. I'm not very good. So if you guys could be so kind, if either you could type it or you could write it, or pardon me, type it, or however you want to convey the communication. I have in my little hand 2 pinks and an orange and a yellow. And right now we got to give these guys a home. So you guys have to help me figure out where their home's going to be. Oh, pardon me, man. You can see how early it is out here. The sun is still rising, and I got that Mortal Kombat figure that isn't open yet. Look, so don't mind the shadows. We laugh, guys. If you look, man, if you don't laugh, you came to the wrong channel. I swear to God, I don't know what else to tell you. If you don't laugh, you came to the wrong channel, because we have fun over here. We have fun. I'm not the best at this at all. And what I love is that, and I'll tell you guys this, I told you yesterday, I'm going to tell you again. When you hear me run off those names of amazing gardeners, I'm telling you, surround yourself with greatness in all things that you do. And before you even realize it, you'll see that greatness in you. There you go, rhyming like riffraff again. So I'm thinking You guys with me? I'm thinking right here. Let's see. I want a spot here. All right. Maybe a punch of color right there. Maybe, nah, that's crowded. What about here? That look good? You got marigold right there, but then you'd have a zinnia right there. I think, personally, that would look great. So let me take this phone. Here's what I'm going to do. Tell it to stop following real quick. I'm going to bring it over here. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. And let's actually work on this together. There we go. So I spy with my little artist's eye, where do I want to pop a pink? I'll go right here. So we're going to have yellow, with that beautiful radiant yellow. We're going to have that purple tomato, celery, zinnia right here. And just a reminder, guys, I am using my clickety clacks. These things make it incredibly easy to garden. They do. When removing a plant to transplant from a tray or a set like this, give it a nice little squeeze on the bottom. Loosen that up. Do not force the plant out of there. It will come out. And you should end up with a nice pull like that. See, nice and neat. So we have our spot right here. We're going to give that, bam. Here you go. There you go, homie. There you go. Oh, that's pretty. I can already see, guys. Keep game. I can already see. The next one is going to go right here. If you guys could get your hands into this soil mixture, oh my gosh, it is so nice. It really is, dudes. It is so nice. There we go. I got you, homie. I got you, little homie. There you go. That's where you live now. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I am a definite plant talker. I talk. And a reminder, you see what I'm wearing, right? What's this for? Because I count those steps, guys. I count those steps. I'm trying to get them in. So now let's add a pop of pink. Oh, this is a good one right there. Loosen up that bottom root. There you go. I'm gonna add a little color right here. That won't hurt it. That won't hurt it. That's right. What's that? That green and that tomato and that marigold said, you know what, Dad? We would like a little pop of orange in that corner with us. And I gotta be honest with you guys, you know what? I agree with him. Let's give him a little pop of orange right there. How's that? How's that? That's right. Hey, meet your new neighbors, meet your new friends. That's right, buddy. There you go. So a reminder, my dear friends, for all of you folks, pardon me, for all you folks that have come here from the Upflip Network, thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Just a reminder, the 1 hour special is in 2 days. The 1 hour special is in 2 days. It will be on Thursday morning. You can check on the Upflip channel itself to see the exact time, but I am so amped up for it, guys. I'm so amped up. A lot of you amazing folks, and thank you again, have been helping me out, practicing. I can't thank you guys enough. I honestly can't. We've shared a whole bunch of laughs, but yeah, back to gardening. Oh my gosh, look at that color, guys. Look at that. But there's something missing though. I don't know if we need to even them out. What about there, right there? That sound good? Right there. And let's go with the white one. Let's go with white. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that, guys. This is going to be a good one. Look at that. Let's get that in there. Now, we went with zenyas because they're cheap, they're affordable, but they add tremendous pop to your garden. They're an incredible pollinator. They bring in bees, they bring in butterflies, they bring in hummingbirds. They're a great companion plant, as in they don't take up much. It doesn't take much effort to grow them. They grow quickly from seed on top of that. But yeah, they're a beautiful addition to any garden. So I'm going to take these guys right here. So we got what, 2 of them in here? Yeah, we're going to move over here real quick. Come on, guys. Walk with me. There we go. So I hope you guys are enjoying this morning's broadcast so far. I totally appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out. We did broadcast super early today, and I apologize for that. A reminder, though, our normal broadcasting time almost every day when we go live is going to be noon Mountain Standard Time in the United States. That's noon Mountain Standard Time. If you guys need to get yourself a coffee or a cup of tea or something, I recommend you do it right now. I'm going to go into the house. I'm going to get some scissors. I'm going to come back out here, and we're going to be doing some removal of some of the older leaves here, and we're going to set those to the side. And we're just going to let them dry out, and we're going to use those for compost. So I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. I hope you're enjoying yourself, and thank you for hanging out. I'll be right back. Hey, hello, my friends, and I am back. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit closer. Hey, you guys see that behind me, right? Did you tell me you just saw the hummingbird just chilling right behind me just now? You didn't see that? You'll see he's going to be out here. He's going to be out here. So what we're going to do is, I can take these scissors off. Gloves off, actually. And as we hang out, we're going to take out the old and make room for the new. Now, by removing these older leaves, we're telling the plants that it's okay to further on into growth and to push out some new leaves and some new growth. It's really important that I do this specifically right now because we are going into somewhat of a heat wave. And yeah, these guys I've seen, they're not going to be very happy, especially the winter plants. So a sign or a cue that it's time for me to remove some of these leaves to get the less healthy ones out there. You'll see things like this. You see the discoloration, the yellow in the leaf. It could be caused by a few things, not enough sunlight. The plant is getting a little bit older. It could be a nutritional imbalance, but I'm pretty sure it's not that in my gardens because look at all the plants. These are all, for the most part, these are all under growth leaves. So these are ones that aren't getting a lot of sunlight. Let's keep that in mind. So just over here a little bit. There is this guy on TV named Bear Grylls. Bear Grill. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but it's him. And then there's this other dude, pardon me, but Meat Eater or something like that. And what I've been doing, guys, I've been studying. I lost myself. I've been studying their content. And I've been studying how they make their videos. And camera placement, yeah, a lot. That mic, a lot. But what I notice is they open up to the audience, and they don't try to play perfect, man. That's the thing I love about gardening, guys. And I swear, when you get into this, if you really, really get into it, give yourself room to make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. Like my friend Chad Borsa from Sky Island Spices told me, that's why they give you so many seeds in a pack, because mistakes happen. That's why it takes millions of years, not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years, for some plants to try to figure out how to do this on their own, because mistakes happen. Oh, this is going to clear out a lot quicker than I thought, guys. Look at that. I feel bad for my arugula. Oh, crap. Yep. You saw that, right? Yeah, I just took a bath in arugula. I just took a bath in arugula petals. So without even giving it the full sweep, like I'm going to end up doing on later on this week, even by removing those few plants that I did, let's get this guy back over here. Look at how it's opened up that garden space. Not bad, huh? Pardon me. Not bad, huh? Look at how it's opened up this space. You tell it to stop. There we go. See, now that's not bad at all. But over the next few days, here's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to end up removing, well, I'm going to remove this one now. So thank you, plant. Thank you for all your goodness. Thank you for all your growth. Thank you for all your substance that you provided for my family. Thank you. May we harvest your seeds and may we continue on to give further growth to the next generation. Every plant, guys, every time we transplant, every time we move a plant out, we give it that thanks because, gosh, man, this thing has done nothing but provide for me and my family. Healthy root structure, white root, just healthy, just beautiful, beautiful roots. Not super white because they're not nutrient deficient, but just look at that richness in that soil and in that compost. You can't beat that. We're actually going to take this, we're going to set this on a table a little bit later. I'm going to get the twine and I'm going to thread this up. But you guys remember routine? Enjoy this view real quick. I'm going to take this and I'm actually just going to tap this right over the potato fabric pots because I'm not going to waste any of that precious soil. There we go. So those potatoes, the potato pots are all set. So we have that space now. We have the space right here. You see, let's get that a little tilt. So we have, let me bring it in, a little bit of room right here. And I think, oh my God, that's going to be so pretty, guys. Where do you see that? See, so I want you to imagine this, all right? There's that big kohlrabi right there. And then there's marigolds right here. So you got kohlrabi, you got marigolds, you got tomato. There you go. Let me set that up. There you go. You got kohlrabi, marigold, tomatoes. You got lettuce right here in the corner. You got yellow Swiss chard right here. You have another tomato here. You have purple kohlrabi here. You have celery right here. And you're going to have a punch of color right there. And I don't know what color. I'm going with pink. Oh, this is going to be a good one too. This is going to be so nice, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go with pink. So this is going to be right here. Wait till I show you guys this wide shot when we're done with this. Right, let me just set that there. And I did what with them? There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Had to get my gloves. So there's our wide shot. Wait till you guys see this wide shot. This is going to be so pretty, the before and after. Now, the idea with all of our gardening systems, I don't want you to see the ground when these plants are done. When these plants are rooted and set and they're thriving, I don't want you to be able to see this substrate. I don't want you to be able to see the soil. I want it to be this beautiful cacophony of colors, just floating, just extended, and just... Nature is amazing, man. And you can bring a little bit of this into your house and then just watch day by day, week by week, as it grows and it expands and it turns into something that you imagine, but you couldn't quite see like that. Let me tilt this up just a little bit. You guys with me? How's everybody doing? If you're just tuning in, I am Chuck the Sandman Collins with Together We Grow, and welcome to our Sustainable Gardening Systems. We are going out with the old and in with the new on a whole bunch of plants. Let me see if we have any wormy friends down here. Nope, not that type, not that close up to the surface. Well, I got your attention. I wanted to show you another root system. Look at that beautiful root structure. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful soil mix. Look at that blend right there. This is what I want to strive for. This is what I want to continue doing in the yard. So here's what I'm gonna do next. Watch, let me see if I can get this to follow me. There you go. We're gonna walk over here. Now watch. We're gonna go right to our potato pots. So in this fabric pot and in this fabric pot and in this fabric pot, I'll actually bring them over and show you in a second. We have potatoes. And I think we have 3 or 4 different varieties of potatoes. I'm just gonna take, waste not, want not. Waste not, want not. I know you guys are looking at me like I'm crazy, like, why is he doing that? Waste not, want not. We live in a desert. Soil is a commodity. And as we like to say in Tucson, we don't have dirt. Dirt is soil that's someplace where it don't belong. We have caliche and we have hard times. So, and this is one of our older arugula plants. I know it's still got the arugula blossoms on here, and I might harvest these from the table later on. But guys, I've eaten like 10 people's shares of these stuff over the last few months. Whew. Just a reminder though, those arugula blossoms, cut off the branch, contact your local restaurants, your local grocers, things of that nature. Those arugula stems, those arugula blossoms are worth their weight in gold. They cost as much as saffron per pound because they're hard to transplant. It's easier if you grow them locally. You set up with a local distributor. Here comes that C word again. What's the C word? Community. Get out there talking to your community. Get out there talking to your neighbors. Get out there talking to the business owners. Get out there talking to the grocers. Be aware of what's going on. Find your niche and fill it. Find your niche and fill it. On a Thursday documentary special, our primary produce, our primary cash crop that we're going to be talking about are green onion scraps. So just to let you guys know, if you haven't already done so, go to the grocery store, maybe $2 or $3, buy yourself a pack of organic green onions. And from that, trust me, from that, you're going to learn how to do everything that I'm doing here, how to turn it into a viable business, how to turn it into a profitable business, and then expand from there. Because we started off with green onion, and the next thing you know, we have 21 different seasonings and spices, all because we started with green onions, and mostly because we started with community. Gardening is community. Family is the first community of gardening. When I say family, I'm not just talking about my wife and our amazing kids. I'm talking about every living creature that visits my yard. Yep, I am that kind of guy. I'm part of that kind of community. We are all one. We are all supposed to be here in peace, blah, 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 blah. You know that yakety yak in the third. So let's take a look so far, guys. Do you see the difference in the color? Do you? But wait, it's going to get better. It's going to get better because here's, oh, you guys are getting all set in. Yeah, you are. Here's what we have to do next. We're going to transplant a couple more of those zinnia. Yep, one over here in the corner. That's what I want to do. So work with me for a second, guys. So in your dream garden, your dream edible garden, what is it that you would grow? Why would you grow it? And if you could recommend a crop that everyone should grow, an edible crop that everyone should grow, what would it be and why? Doesn't really depend. It doesn't matter if you can grow it where you live at or not. This is us just imagining and us just dreaming, us just thinking out loud. What would you grow and why? That would make a difference. My recommended crop of choice would be New Zealand spinach. Almost every single time, New Zealand spinach. High in vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin B, and niacin. Easy to grow, incredibly delicious. It flourishes and it grows all year round. Soon, we're going to be transplanting squash. Let me get the camera down here. Sorry about that, guys. There you go. Soon, we're going to be transplanting squash, and we're going to be doing melons in the garden as well. So I'm really, okay, can you stop it, controller? Just learned about you. Your mission is pretty awesome. Hey, CJ, how's it going, fam? Oh, man, greetings from Argentina. Yo, guess what? I may be visiting you. So while I got you guys here, super exciting news. Sorry about that. Super exciting news. Colombia, Argentina, and Costa Rica are on my short list of places where I'm working in conjunction with organizations and groups there to where we will be taking to Together We Grow mission. We want to bring our mission to the places that need it most. That's what we want to do. So for all you guys, and also for you guys that are hitting me up with the great emails and with the messages and the text, please watch the live videos. I'm answering all of it right here. I answer all of the questions right here. Just a reminder, my name is Chuck Collins, but together we grow sustainable gardening solutions and systems. We're located in Tucson, Arizona, in the beautiful southwestern desert. That is Zone 9B. It is important that is Zone 9B. I'm going to try to remember to keep repeating and to keep mentioning what zone I'm in and what area I'm in. And it's important. I don't necessarily have to tell you what city I'm in. You don't have to tell people where you live, but it encourages them to grow and it lets them know what they're capable of doing and what's possible. And they may not even be aware of it yet. So once again, gardening is community. So you're helping people figure it out. Where are we? There we go. Let's get back over here with these zinnias. I spy with my little eye this pretty little flower right here, and it's going to go right there, and it's going to add such a glorious, tremendous punch of pop right there. Oh, yeah. That is often asked, okay, what's that on the wall? We do have a full on entertainment system, outdoor entertainment system. I'll give you guys a wide shot in a minute. It is pretty cool out here. I love the Southwest desert. I love the growing seasons. I do. I mean, like literally, I have no complaint about this place whatsoever. I live in heaven. And I tell folks that all the time. It's hard to describe. Like, this place is amazing. And it's right there, and it's going to be so pretty. And I'm going to order these guys in a second, and I'm going to hug them, I'm going to love them, and I'm going to name him George. I'm just kidding. I like to laugh, guys. I do. So we're just going to set this here for a minute. I want to show you. I kid you not. Okay, wow, now you can't see inside it. Of course you can. There you go. Potatoes. Well, you can see the green part. But yeah, these are our fabric pots, and this is how we're growing potatoes this year. Because we were asked, can you grow root vegetables in a sustainable gardening system? Yes, you can. Can you grow root vegetables in a fabric pot? Well, a lot of folks know that you can, but yes, you can. Can you grow root vegetables in a fabric pot in a desert? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Some adjustments will be made because it's a fabric pot. Like I said, we don't have to worry about root structure or root balls or anything of that nature. As soon as the roots start growing towards the outside of the fabric pot, the air hits the roots automatically dry off and slough off. That's why we use the fabric pot system in the living wall as well. It's more root control, more or less root control than you would get in standard traditional gardening. So always keep that in mind. When it comes to the fabric pots, yeah, your roots can grow out of it and sometimes grow into the ground, but that's just telling you got a really healthy plant on your hands. But for the most part, those roots are going to grow to the outside of the system. To the outside of the pot. The oxygen's going to hit it, and then they're going to dry up and they're going to slough right off. So that's another advantage to using the fabric pot system. It's just very easy to maintain. Before I let you guys go, let me turn this back around again. There we go. Look at that, man. Look at that. Matter of fact, let me get this. It's going to turn all the way around. There we go. And let me turn this like this. There we go. So this is what we've been working on today, guys. You can see those pops of color in there already. Look at that. How pretty is that? And I was so lucky to do this with you guys today. Look at that beautiful pink right there. See that orange popping out from the corner over there? Got the dandelions or the marigolds sitting right there. They're going to be opening up pretty soon. Oh, look at those delightful yellows over there. That's actually the Mizuna opening up. Let's take a look at the second grow bed. And remind you guys, we did this together. It wasn't just me. Look at that. Wow. Look at those colors. From the yellows to the oranges, to the pinks, to the just vibrant, looks like the surface of the sun. This is nuts. This is nuts. Oh, let me show you guys something cool. Let's see if I can zoom those in. Let me show you guys something cool. Oh, pardon me. I didn't mean to do it like that. Cello Bella. How you doing? How you doing, sister? Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Look at that row on the end. Look at that. That's not any effect, any special effect, anything. That is just row in row in row of deliciousness. So here's the visualization. Here's what I was telling you guys before. Just imagine. You come on. Oh, and here's to give you an idea of the size. These are heads of lettuce going up on the edge. This is my open hand. So right there, at the stage where this lettuce is here, and this is actually our 4th stage lettuce. So this is the third. So this is the 3rd time we've grown lettuce. Since second time, pardon me about that. We have the older lettuce over there. This is the younger lettuce over here. So right now, here's the idea. Here's the whole point of sustainable gardening. I can pull a salad from here right now. The only thing that's missing is cucumbers, and I'm kicking myself in the butt because I'm going to start cucumbers. Why have I not started cucumbers, Chuck? Be better. Be a better gardener. And why ain't y'all telling me to start cucumbers, man? Ain't nobody say, hey, Chuck, start cucumbers, bro. So yeah, we need to start cucumbers. I need to start squash. I need to start the melons. I'm going to do all of those. Not here, but in the aquaponics grow bed over there. I mean, in the hydroponics grow tray over there, along with some tomatoes and some peppers. Along with some tomatoes. But in this little space right here, you have lettuce, edible, basil, edible, 2 different types of basil, purple lettuce, green onion, celery, green lettuce, big lettuce, celery, and tomato. And that's just in the back end right here. So if you break this down into thirds, it's actually salad sections going all the way up in a third. Why do I do it like that? Because for the most part, granted, we have a 5-member family that stays in the house for sometimes. It's mostly 3 of us here. So if it's 3 of us here, we have 3 sections to where all 3 of us have a produce section that we can come from and pick from daily salads every single day. If we have extra people in the house, if we have extra people in the house, then that's why we have the second grow system over here. So I am going to get inside. I am going to get myself some orange juice. I hope you guys had a good time hanging out. The first person that logged on today, please don't forget, email me, inbox me, message me. We're going to get you some cool Together We Grow merch. I might be coming back on again this afternoon. If not, it's going to be because I'm resting. I've been practicing about 8 to 10 hours a day doing the video production and content creation because come Thursday, I want to give you guys the best presentation as possible. The best presentation as possible. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you. So I won't keep you any further. My name is Chuck the Sandman Collins from Together We Grow. Plant that first seed, and together we grow, my friends. Peace and blessings, and have a fantastic day.